for Madeline, new national champion. She's very young and she's skating at a time where there aren't like dominant figures like you were. And even it's kind of hard to say, but Gabby has not been that same presence internationally and nationally the way she was. But nevertheless, she's still come a long way. How do you think she looks as Canada's lone, potentially, I think she'll be named Olympian?
I think that's a pretty safe bet you have going on there.
Yes.
Madeline really skated today to show that she was going to be the champion. And yes, there was a few errors here and there, but they were minor and things that she can easily fix. It's not going back to the drawing board and restarting. It's just cleaning things up again and getting more confident in the long program, which you can see now in her short program, she's gaining that confidence. And she said it herself, she just wants to learn how to not look like she's focusing. And from there, it will get better. And I think that's the way that it starts as a Canadian champion. And then it's just such a long road ahead of her still. And yeah, it's a little bit hard when she's the lone person. She was up there by herself today. And when you're alone in Canada getting these scores and wanting to improve at each competition, it's hard when you don't have someone pushing you up along the way either. That competition that I was talking about yesterday with Gabby and she's kind of on her own doing that. So her competition is herself and her inner drive and her inner passion, which can go a long way, which it has, but it'll be good to see if her improving the way she is, if it's going to motivate more people to do the same.
So we've seen Japanese nationals, Russian nationals, and Canadians and US as we head into the Olympics. Of course, we've had the entire international season and Grand Prix. How would you describe women's skating as we head into the Beijing Games? And how would you compare that to the Canadian women?
Where skating is right now, it's just remarkable in some ways. Skating has really just exploded in the last 4 years. Looking back at 2018 Olympics, we had one person, I believe, try triple axel, and that was Mirai Megasu, and she landed it. So good for her. But now looking at the Russian skaters, the Japanese skaters, some of the American skaters, they're all trying these triple axels, trying quads, and that's just the technical side. And in the last year, I've noticed that a lot of these skaters that are doing these big jumps are also trying to improve on their choreography and trying to get that whole package going. And then we have the Canadian skaters who, yes, there is an improvement in the skaters from what I've witnessed, but we still aren't trying the high technical marks or getting the consistent programs that the other skaters around the world are getting done. So I think it's still a little bit of a growth spurt for Canada, but Madeline especially is heading in the right direction. She's definitely getting higher elements that would have been fine 4 years ago. It's just skating has changed in the last 4 years, and something that a lot of people I don't think could really predict happening.
Hey guys, it's Asher and Dylan from That Figure Skating Show. And if you like this video, and don't lie, we know you did, there's actually more where that came from. So subscribe to CBC Sports and click it. Click it real good.